Hola Unconventionals, I'm Amelia.
And I'm JP.
And we're sharing our unconventional life with you from Ecuador.
Hola! Today we're very excited to introduce you to two awesome people. They are travel bloggers and YouTubers and Instagrammers who are living the unconventional life around the world, not just in Ecuador.
Yeah, we're really excited to get to know them better. And before we share all that with you, take a moment and subscribe if you're thinking about becoming an expat, moving abroad, or if you just want to follow along with our adventures. And don't forget, ring the bell. You'll get notified on all of our upcoming videos. Unconventionals, I am super excited to introduce you to Nina and Garrett. Nina has her own travel blog, Where in the World is Nina? And Garrett has his own YouTube channel, Garrett Galvin. And they're both our Instagrammers and just totally awesome people that have been traveling forever. JP and I were so excited because we got to meet you guys when we were wandering around alone, and thanks for agreeing to spend a few minutes, I just tongue twisted. Spend a few minutes chatting with us because we really want to get to know you guys better. We're really excited that you're here in Ecuador, and after we checked out your YouTube and your blog, we realized you guys have been traveling all over the place. So we want to get to know you and hear your story. My first question to you, and whoever wants to go first is great. What made you decide to start traveling and leave your old life behind?
I think you have a better story than I do.
Oh, let's hear it.
She has
Sure, I guess. I just kind of wanted to travel ever since I was a kid. I was like geography nerd and used to like play geography games. And if you can't tell by my blog name, hopefully it doesn't show my age, but Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? I used to play that game a lot, so
I wondered if that's where that came from.
It's exactly where it came from. Didn't plan to blog or anything. I just was like, 2 weeks vacation is not enough, and just kind of started researching, decided to go away for 1 year only to teach English, and in May it'll be 9 years.
Wow.
And I just like kind of didn't stop.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's so cool and very brave at the same time, especially since you really had to kind of make your own way, right?
Yeah, I like just kind of figured it out as things went because I didn't want to go back home, and as you travel more and more, you kind of realize that it's not totally crazy to keep going. There's a lot of opportunities to work abroad or work online or not go home. And I just kept finding out all the different opportunities and just kind of kept rolling with it.
So where all have you been in the world?
Honestly, I feel like I haven't been that many places compared to a lot of other bloggers and stuff, but I'm at like 40 something countries.
Okay, that's a lot.
I guess I feel like a lot of other people are like in the hundreds already and stuff, especially because I've been going for 9 years, and like a good chunk of those countries were before I even started blogging, so.
Yeah, but you stayed in one place for a year. So
I stayed in one place for a few years.
Oh, okay.
I like based in Thailand and Southeast Asia for like 4 years alone, and we did Australia for a year.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What got you started?
What's my story? I just tried to get a job after university, and I kept trying, and I just kind of decided that maybe I should try building something for myself. So
good for you.
I sold everything and bought a ticket to Thailand. That seems to be pretty popular these days, and that's it. Just started, I picked up a camera right before I left and just started shooting while working as a bartender in New Zealand and Australia, and now I just shoot video for a living.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So did you do photography before you left this?
No, not at all.
Okay.
So I essentially bought a camera I sold everything.
Yeah.
Bought a camera,
and that
bought
was
a ticket. Yep.
Wow. And you were not a writer?
No, awesome? God, no, not at all. I didn't mean to be a blogger at all. I just was it was out of pure laziness, because people, while I was living in Thailand, they were like, cool, like, you know, about 9 years ago, there wasn't that much information, actually. It was still pretty new. And so people were like, oh my God, how are you in Thailand? How are you living there? How are you teaching there? And I was like, ugh, I don't want to answer all these messages, like, individually. So, like, I kept getting a few of them. I'm like, I just want to send these people a link, and I'm just going to do, like, a, frequently asked questions or something, or, like, a mini guide on how I did it. And it was absolutely terribly written. And then I found out blogging can be a job, and I was like, okay.
Wow.
Guess I'll try that, like job number 11 that I've tried abroad. And
good for you, though. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, and that's actually says a lot, too, because if you had that many jobs, you just kept kept trying until you found what really worked for you.
Yeah, well, like I guess
great
blogging
message.
kind of happened straight from the beginning. So I was getting those
Okay.
messages within my first year, but I didn't know that it could be a job until a few years later. And then when I found out, I like was swimming in the pool of, oh my God, what is blogging? What do I do?
Right.
Oh, SEO, social media, and I'm like crawling out of a hole of how to figure this world out, and eventually just taught myself.
Good for you. That's so awesome. Well, that's kind of how it is with JP too. You know, he had never done any video, or he has a web design and software and coding background, and I have nothing. I was a salesperson.
Most of
So you
us
just
who do
never
this,
know, right?
yeah, we
Yeah,
don't know
but-
what we're doing.
I know, but that's what's so awesome about life and putting
Yeah.
yourself out there, because you make yourself available to so many different opportunities.
Traveling has that tendency to make you get out there, get out of
Yes.
your comfort zone, and meet new people, and then you learn so many things from those people, and then you just kind of integrate it, or you might get your first kind of unconventional job.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you
Yeah.
had no idea. Like, I started as a YouTuber, and I just kept making videos on YouTube until I got good enough for people to actually be like, oh, I'll hire you for that.
Awesome.
You know, I'll give you, I need a video done, I need this, I need that. And I had no clue whatsoever.
And here we all are in Olón, Ecuador, this tiny little beachfront community.
Like, how did we even like run into each other?
Yeah,
and all
I
this?
know.
It's very weird. Yeah.
Yeah, so what made you both decide to come to Ecuador?
Originally, I think I just met a guy that said he owned the brewery down here
Oh.
on Expat.
Okay.
And I was like,
Montanilla
cool.
Brewing.
Okay.
Yeah, Montanilla Brewing. And I was like, sure, yeah, that sounds like a cool place. I Googled it. And then while I was Googling, I found one of our blogger friends wrote about it. And so it was just kind of like, yep, let's do it.
Cool.
They liked it, then we'd probably like it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
We just like
It's-
bought a ticket and came. Because that's just our life. We're like, we'll find out what happens. We don't like it, we'll just buy another plane ticket and leave or whatever.
Yeah, that's the freedom that is now,
Yeah.
That's
a
your life.
reality.
How did you guys meet?
He was doing his working holiday in New Zealand. I was still living in Thailand because of internet world. On Facebook, he knew I was living there, and this person randomly introduced us
Oh, cool.
only on Facebook. And he was like, "Hey, I'm going to Thailand. Ask me some random questions, regular stuff." And we met in Thailand, and then just kind of been traveling ever since together.
That's so awesome. I love
Awesome.
it. And so how many years has it been? So is it 9 years for both of you then?
No.
I mean, not
I'm
together,
not-
but just like
Yeah,
traveling
I
in
was
general,
4 solo, and then together we've been a little over 4 years now. I
Yeah,
think, that we're
yeah, a little
romantic.
bit of a
Nice. Well, congrats.
Que romantico.
Yes. We met Sarah and Luca from Leave Everything and Wander a few months ago, and they're van lifers. We've met several van lifers here in Ecuador, but you guys are staying in Airbnbs, right? Isn't that what you normally
Usually,
do?
yeah.
So how does that all come together for you for long-term stay? Or do you just bounce around?
While it looks like we're traveling all the time, we're actually just living abroad all of
Okay.
the time, which are like 2 totally huge separate things.
Right.
We usually are pretty slow. We'll stay in places at least a month. A month is pretty quick for us. We usually try to make it 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
And we usually try and do an Airbnb long term because we're just living. We want a kitchen. We want a regular
Right.
room. We want like places to put our clothes, which is like a huge luxury when you travel often sometimes. Just having a closet and just places for your things
Sure.
is you don't want to live out of a bag for 9 years. I mean, I technically do, but at least I have a place to put that bag. So yeah, and then we usually stay at least a month because it offers us quite a big discount.
Okay.
When you book on Airbnb for, even if it's just a week, you'll get a discount, but if it's a month, you get quite a good chunk off, and it's a real place.
between like 20 to 50% sometimes.
Oh.
Like, it's pretty significant.
Wow, that is significant.
Yeah.
Nice little trick.
Yeah.
Good to
Yeah.
know. Little tip.
Yeah, that's how we do it usually. We can't live in a hotel room all the time.
Well,
That's-
no, like you said, it would be, well, first of all, it'd be more expensive, and also it would be really hard to never have a kitchen and to be able to cook your own meals.
which
especially
again makes it
living
more
here.
expensive.
Yeah, right.
Even-
it makes it
even
a lot
more.
more
Yeah.
expensive. And that was one of our important things, was having a really nice kitchen, because we want to cook all the time, and the fruit and
Yep.
vegetables, everything here was so amazing. It would be awful if you couldn't take advantage of that. You did van life in New Zealand. How was that?
Van life in New Zealand is a really big thing, and it's really easy to get a van that is already set up with water, portable
sink and
sinks, bed. Yeah, and we got ours for about $7,000, and we
US.
$7,000 US, and we took it around New Zealand for about 4 or 5 months. We had Wi-Fi, we had everything set up. We had a portable battery with solar panel.
Wow.
So we could literally just set it up and sit down in our van and just kind of like work online, do our jobs, make some money that day. And it's New Zealand's incredible place, but it also has the infrastructure to live in a van fairly inexpensively and travel.
Wow.
So, I mean, wake up with $1 million views every single day.
Seriously.
Or
like right outside the hike that you want to do.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And you just walk outside your van, put on your shoes, and go.
That's pretty incredible.
100%.
It was so
It's
good.
amazing.
So you guys bought the van for $7,000?
Yeah, but we had to buy that solar panel and that battery and the Wi-Fi separately. Obviously, most vans don't come with that, but it's like easy to get those things. The solar panel and battery were kind of expensive. It was like $1,500 US.
Okay.
But I mean, it was a must. And then the internet is not cheap. First of all, the internet sucks in New Zealand. However, somehow they have managed to figure out a portable router specifically for camper vanners.
Our average per person, we were about $1,000 a month per person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty good for New Zealand being expensive.
New Zealand
Yeah.
is known to be very expensive.
Yeah.
but with internet, solar panels, everything.
And other people would be cheaper because they're not paying for the internet and the solar panels and like all these crazy things.
Yeah, we did spend quite a bit more just to have so we could work online. Upload YouTubes.
So where do you think you're going to head next? Are you going to hang out in Ecuador for a while? South America? Like all of South America?
I wish.
Well, we wish
we
like
could spend more time here.
sometimes things come up in other places, don't really want to say no. We just came from Colombia, so we've already been in South America.
Right.
So we'll be here for a little bit longer, then we're going to Europe. We're hiking in Pakistan for a couple weeks.
Wow.
And then we're actually going to do van life again in Oregon.
Oh, cool.
That's kind of sort of the schedule.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite part of your unconventional life?
Probably the whole freedom aspect, and I can just essentially do what I want and go where I want. Just being able to have the world at my fingertips, I guess.
Make my own schedule and just being able to walk away from it all, take a walk on the beach or in the city, wherever you are, and take it in, and just totally separates you from work, I guess. I don't know.
Just having a new experience
Right.
more often than normal, I
just
guess.
right there. You just every time you walk out your door, as you travel, you have a new experience to explore and to do. It's really cool.
It is really cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for taking time out to chat with us. What's the best way for people to get in touch with you or learn more about you?
Yeah, so for me, it's whereintheworldisnina.com. That's my blog, and Where in the World is Nina on Instagram and Facebook.
And for me, Garrett Galvin on Instagram and YouTube.
Awesome. We will put links to both your contact information in the description below. And Unconventionals, I think that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you both so much. It was awesome chatting with you today.
Yes, thank you.
And we will see you all in our next video. Ciao!
Ciao.
Ciao.